Welcome everyone, and let me show you how to go about this problem here. And we are supposed to use the binomial series to expand this problem here. Now what we have is the square root of 1 plus 3x over 1 minus 3x. Now as we know that square root of a number is the same as the number raised to power half. Like for example, if you have root a, this one equals to a power half. Now I could rewrite this equation here like this by taking 1 plus 3x raised to power half times 1 minus 3x raised to power negative half. Why am I saying that? This is simply because if you have let's say for example, if you have x over y, this is the same as x times 1 over y, which is the same as x times y power negative 1. Remember, 1 over y is the same as y raised to power negative 1 according to the rules of indices. Now let's proceed. I will first of all expand 1 plus 3x raised to power half, and I'm going to use the binomial series for an expression of this form, 1 plus x power n, from which if you expand using the binomial series, this one equals to 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 divided by factorial 2 x power 2 plus n into n minus 1 n minus 2 over factorial 3 x power 3 and so on. And from the question, we are supposed to expand up to the term in x power 3, so we shall stop from there after expanding. Now let's employ this formula here to expand 1 plus 3x power half. Now here the value of x we shall pick as 3x, and the value of n we shall pick as 1 over 2. Okay, now we are just going to now substitute for these values, so that this expansion here, 1 plus 3x power half, is going to be, you start with 1 and then add n, which is a half, times x, which is 3x. We said you are going to pick the value of x as 3x. All right, and then this one added to n is a half again, into a half minus 1 divided by factorial 2, and then x squared, which is 3x everything squared, add to a half into a half minus 1, a half minus 2, remember n is a half, divided by factorial 3, and then 3x raised power 3, and so on. Remember, the question wants us to expand up to the term in x power 3, so we shall stop at that point and then go ahead to simplify. This one equals to 1, add to a half times 3x, that will give us 3 over 2x, and then add it to, if we take simplify here, you know that a half minus 1, that is the same as negative a half, multiplied by a half is negative a quarter, divided by factorial 2. In other words, you can actually use a calculator at this point here and you will find that this one comes to negative 9 over 8 x squared, and then this one here simplifies to 27 over 16 x cubed, and so on. So this one has been simplified up to x power 3. And also don't forget you can use a calculator at this point to easy the work for you. Now on the other hand, 1 minus 3x power negative half, this one can also be expanded using the binomial expansion formula here, whereby our value of n in this case is going to be negative 1 over 2, and the value of x we shall pick negative 3x here. All right, now let's expand. We start from 1 and then added to our n, we say it is negative a half, put in brackets, and then negative 3x as our value of x, and this one is added to again our value of n is negative a half into negative a half minus 1 divided by factorial 2 multiplied by negative 3x squared, and then added to again negative a half. Remember, in this case we are using the value of n as negative a half, so we have negative a half into negative a half minus 1 and negative a half minus 2, everything divided by factorial 3 multiplied by negative 3x raised to power 3, and so on. Now this one simplifies to 1 plus negative a half times negative 3x, that gives us 3 over 2x, and simplifying here will give you a value of 27 over 8x squared positive, and this one here simplifies to positive 135 over 16x power 3, and so on. Okay, now since we were multiplying here, we are also going to multiply this value here. So the expansion of 1 plus 3x power half, put in bracket, the expansion was this was 1 plus 3 over 2x plus negative, minus 9 over 8x squared plus 27 over 16 x power 3, and so on. And we multiply also here by the expansion of 1 minus 3x power negative a half, which is this one here, 1 plus 3 over 2x plus 27 over 8x squared plus 135 over that one is over 16x power 3, and so on. Now at this point here, just like when you are given a value like x plus y multiplied by a plus b, it means you multiply everything in the first bracket by everything in the second bracket. We are going to do the same here, putting in mind that we are going to allow only values of only terms that has an x to the power of 3 according to the question. Now we shall start from 1. So 1 here multiplied by everything in the second bracket. Remember, multiplying by 1, you just get 1 plus 3 over 2x, and then plus 27 over 8x squared plus 135 over 16x power 3. Now next we multiply 3 over 2. We multiply 3 over 2x by again everything in the second bracket. So we shall have 3 over 2x times 1, you get plus 3 over 2x, and 3 over 2x times 3 over 2x, 3 over 2x times 3 over 2x gives us 9 over 4x squared. That is okay. Again, 3 over 2x multiplied by 27 over 8x squared shall give us plus 81 over 16x power 3. And 3 over 2x multiplied by 135 over 16x power 3 will give us a value of x to the power of 4, which we don't want, so we ignore that one. We come back to the next one, which is negative 9 over 8x squared, and then again this one multiplied by 1, you get negative 9 over 8x squared. Multiply by 3 over 2x, you shall get negative 27 over 16x power 3, and if you multiply by 27 over 8 here, you shall get x to the power of 4, which we don't want, so you leave it at that point. We go to the next, which is 27 over 16x power 3 times 1, which is this one here is 27. Will give you a value of 27 over 16x power 3, and if you multiply again by 3 over 2x, we shall get the value of x to the power of 4, which again we don't want, so we shall stop there. This one is plus, so we shall stop it there. Now we are going to collect all the like terms here. So collecting like terms, I shall have 1 plus 3 over 2x. Now the like term, another like term here is plus 3 over 2x, and then we go to 27 over 8x squared plus 9 over 4x squared minus 9 over 8x squared. So we are through with x squared. We go to x power 3 plus 135 over 16x power 3 plus 81 over 16 x power 3, and then minus 27 over 16x power 3 plus 27 over 16x power 3. You can see these two cancels out, so what is left is to simplify what we have here, which if you simplify you shall get 1. 3 over 2 plus 3 over 2 is plus 3x, and then plus, if you add all this, you get 9 over 2x squared. Add the x to power 3's, you get plus 27 over 2x power 3, and so on. Remember, from the question we are supposed to go up to x power 3. So it means that expanding 1 plus 3x over 1 minus 3x, everything under square root will give us 1 plus 3x plus 9 over 2x squared plus 27 over 2x power 3, and so on. Now proceeding from there, we were asked to estimate the value of root 31 given that the value of x is equal to 1 over 28. Now, if x is 1 over 28, then it means from this equation, I am going to substitute for the value of x on both sides of the equal. Now, on my left hand side, what I have is 1 plus 3x, which is 3 times 1 over 28, divided by 1 minus 3 into 1 over 28 is equals to 1 plus 3x, which is 3 times 1 over 28, add to 9 over 2x squared, which is 1 over 28 squared, plus 27 over 2x power 3, which is 1 over 28 power 3, and so on. All right, remember this one was under square root. Now, it means that if I simplify here, 1 plus, remember 3 times 1 over 28 is the same as 3 over 28, and if you take 1 plus 3 over 28, you shall get 31 over 28. All right, and if you take 1 minus 3 over 28, you shall get 25 over 28. And remember, here everything is under square root, so this one should be equal to 1 plus 3 over 28 plus, if you simplify this one, you get 9 over 1568, and then simplifying here, you shall have 27 over 43,904, and so forth. Right? Now, 31 over 28 divided by 25 over 28 is the same as 31 over 28 times 28 over 25. Remember, everything is under square root, and this one cancels out. You are left with 31 over 25, everything under square root, which is the same as the square root of 31 over the square root of 25, I mean, which simplifies to root 31 over 5. Okay, now on my left hand side simplifies to root 31 over 5, and on my right hand side, on this one, if you simplify, you can exactly use a calculator. You shall have 1 plus 3 over 28, which is approximately 0.1071, and then added to 9 over 1568 is approximately 0.0057398. Then this one is 0.0006 1498. All right, now if you add all this, you shall get a value of 1.11345 approximately, and this one is equals to root 31 over 5. Now, from our question, we were told to approximate the value of root 31. So, to get root 31, we shall multiply both sides by 5, so that 5 here cancels out, and root 31 becomes equals to this one times 5, which is approximately 5.5673. This is how we go about such a problem. If you like the video, please like, share, and you can also comment under the comment section. Otherwise, thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. Until next time, may God bless you.